What is in a word? What is in a letter? If it is the right letter connected to the right word, it could create lots of power. Vision, vote, victorious, victory, volunteer, vigilant, view, virtual, village, Vanguard. Connect to the power of the V. Vanguard Community Development Corporation, CDC, is a comprehensive, holistic community service and development organization that works to facilitate, coordinate, and ignite education development, economic development, and community development. For many decades, many neighborhoods in Detroit have suffered immense population decline and related urban blight. Bishop Edgar L. Van, President, CEO of Vanguard Community Development Corporation, saw more than blight in 1994 when he moved Second Ebenezer Church to its third location, which was at I-75 and East Grand Boulevard in the North End neighborhood. He saw hopelessness in the people, and he knew the only way to bring hope to people was to expand their possibilities and increase their expectations. From this, with the support from Second Ebenezer Church, he founded Vanguard CDC.
Well, my original vision for Vanguard CDC was that it would be the premier community development corporation here in the city of Detroit.
The offices are located in the North End neighborhood, and the organization is devoted to serving the Central Woodward North End community as its primary community. Work has also begun in the DeQuinder McNichols neighborhood that surrounds Second Ebenezer Church. This is a secondary community service area. Consequently, the residents have named the area the Historic Northeast Community through a community organizing process. The Vanguard mission is to facilitate the revitalization of the physical, social, and economic fabric of the community served.
Vanguard is one of the few places I've seen or been to that is a one-stop shop truly, whether it's helping out with home issues or clothing drives, food drives, the small business center, whatever you really need for your business and personal needs in this community, you can come here and get everything.
The Vanguard Vision is to create sustainable communities that empower the residents, businesses, and other stakeholders to understand and manage evolving community power.
Just the level of the developments in terms of the quality housing, affordable housing for people in the community, turning areas, where there was just blight and abandoned homes.
They are an organization that works in the community using principles of faith, that cares about young people, about all the issues that affect this neighborhood, and they're working hard to make it the best possible place.
The power of the V message.
We launched our Power of the V message to really connect people to one another. And this is a campaign that really focuses people on connection. What we found when the economy gets to be as dismal as it is now, that what has made people really flourish and go forward and move forward is to connect them to something. We want to make sure that as many people are connected, not just to the power of the V, but also to each other, to their friends, to their families, to programs and services.
Vanguard's Community Development Corporation has served over 25,000 families and invested more than $50 million in Detroit through programs and development since 1994. We've built over 160 units of affordable rental housing and have plans for over 100 affordable new units and 100 eco-friendly rehabs.
Vanguard CDC is different to most community development organizations in that, frankly, it does what it says it's going to do. Its resources, its staff, from its executive director all the way down to its great support staff, have the fortitude and wherewithal to see projects through. They're very well organized, and they're able to complete tasks. Not to say that other community organizations cannot, but in these trying times when funding is down across the board for foundations and for nonprofits, Vanguard has been able to hold its own, to see itself through, and to stay a strong power within the community, and there's not, unfortunately, too many CDCs that have been able to do that within the past couple of years.
Vanguard CDC is working with partners across the country to create innovative ways to create new business and sustainable businesses and jobs in the new emerging economy. Educating, training, and empowering community residents around healthy urban food production and alternative energy resources is a straight path to sustainable quality of life-based neighborhoods.
Because of its roots in the neighborhood and the faith-based community that supports it, I think Vanguard has always had a close tie and a pretty good sense of what the neighborhood's needs are and have been in a position to be able to respond. I think that because of the loss of operating funding and the need to find other sources for that funding, what you do may have to be cut back a little bit or may need to be more focused. But I also think that because the organization has a good long track record and a very significant amount of credibility in the community and among funders, you'll have the opportunities to do that. You're going to be one of the organizations that people are going to look to find new ways of doing business.
Partnerships are everything to Vanguard. It takes a village to raise a child and to complete any good project, and Vanguard brings the right partners to the table to cultivate an outcome-driven results-based product.
We have a close relationship with Vanguard CDC, and we are just thrilled to be a partner of theirs in the Central Woodward Collaborative. They are just an excellent partner and a great group to work with in every way. They're competent, skilled, and completely directed at the same sorts of goals that we are.
The programs are what change people's lives, and with such programs as Boys to Men, Dream Girls, and the Urban Artists Collective, lives have been changed for the better.
Vanguard is phenomenal.
Helpful.
Wonderful.
Business.
Magnificent.
Loving. Excellent.
Vanguard is dynamic.
Vast future.
We want to make sure that as many people are connected, not just to the power of the V, but also to each other, to their friends, to their families, to programs and services.
So I see us on such a large scale as moving throughout not just the North End, other communities that need the assistance of a Vanguard. So I just see plenty of growth.
There is still opportunity for a lot of growth. It leaves a lot of opportunity because, quite frankly, housing values were very overinflated.
Well, being that Vanguard has such a great presence here in the North End, I'd like to see it really try to take advantage of all the facades and storefronts that are directly adjacent to Vanguard, especially here on the boulevard between 75 and Woodward.
I think that the uniqueness that Vanguard brings to Detroit is the fact that we really bring a sense of energy, a sense of innovation that's needed across the city. And so I'd love to see us in every part of the city effectuating change. Northwest Detroit, Southwest Detroit, East Side, West Side, even in the downtown area. I'd like to see Detroit benefit from what Vanguard has to offer.